morning, everybody. Welcome, and thank you so much for joining us in celebration this evening. I'm so happy to be able to share some time with you celebrating local food, our local food hero, and the accomplishments of the Coalition. This is our 5th annual Savor the Summit and recognition of a Liam Murray local food hero. This award honors both the accomplishments of an individual or organization within our local food system and remembers a champion of this work. Summit Food Coalition is a group of people and organizations working together to build a just, sustainable, and vibrant local food system in Summit County. In short, we work to improve the quality of life through food. Our focus areas are access, advocacy, education, and entrepreneurship, and all the ways they intersect with one another and our broader food system. Before we dive in to the heart of our evening, I'm delighted to have Dan Flowers, CEO of Akron-Canton Regional Food Bank, here to talk a little bit about some changes in our organizational relationship. Dan?
So thank you, Beth, and good evening, everyone. I am Dan Flowers, the CEO of the Akron-Canton Regional Food Bank, and a big supporter and a longtime supporter of the work of the Summit Food Coalition. You know, when I first got this job back in 2003, Dan Sfida took me on a drive out to Crown Point, and he introduced me for the very first time to the food bank farm. And it wasn't long after that I had the opportunity to meet Beth Noor when she worked at Crown Point for the very first time, and I could see how genuine she was and how committed she was to her work. In the years past that, I had followed her work and the work of the Summit Food Coalition and very much appreciated their commitment to food justice and to making sure the people had food to eat in this community, equipping them with ways to grow their own food and bringing them closer to their food at the same time. The food bank has always sought to be active supporters of that work. And over the years, as the funding and the availability of support for the Food Coalition has sort of come and gone up and down, we have decided at the food bank that we wanted to step in and take a greater role in supporting this work. And I'm really glad that we've done that, and we're going to continue to work hard to be great partners and to do everything that we can to help sustain the work, the important work of the Summit Food Coalition as we look forward to a future working hopefully closer and closer together. So thank you all for your continued commitment. I've always believed that this coalition was a hard-working, grassroots bunch of folks that cared very, very deeply about social issues and issues related to food, and that means a great deal to us at the food bank. So thank you so much and appreciate your support.
Dan, thank you so much. The work of the food bank has been critical to our community for so many years, but none more than the past 18 months. And with all the systems challenges that have been brought to light over this period, I'm grateful that you see the importance of this shared work and are making an investment in its longevity. I am proud to be an official food banker focusing on coalition work and systems change. I'd like to take a few moments to go down our list of gratitude for the evening. First, I want to thank our wonderful Savor the Summit Planning Committee. We were small but mighty this year. Michael Durr and Nick Simonetti. This event would not come together without all of your help shepherding the process. Savor the Summit would also not be possible without the support of our sponsors, for which we cannot express enough gratitude. Thank you to Summit County Department of Jobs and Family Services. We are grateful for your generous sponsorship. I'm also grateful to the many hands that brought pies and wine to our tables this evening. Their generosity and contribution to a joyful celebration are so appreciated, and I hope that you all scored the pies and wine that you were hoping for. I'd also like to thank the Coalition's Advisory Committee members. Your commitment to working towards a just, sustainable, and vibrant local food system fills me with hope for our future. And our new relationship with the food bank, I am so grateful that the food bank is taking us under their wing and supporting our work. And we have an extended family in our colleagues there now. Finally, I hope you all enjoy the grazing boxes and cocktails put together by Nosh Creative Catering. Their dedication to sourcing local ingredients is one of the ways that it means to bring a vibrant local food system to life, and we're very proud to work with them on this event. As we have been working to integrate our work within the food bank, We have also continued to serve the community and the individuals and organizations coming together to address systems change. We brought community members together to determine priorities in this work, and what we heard loud and clear was that access is the overriding priority. We also heard that supporting growers and entrepreneurs are ways that we can help address our challenges around access. We're excited to share that we've been doing some innovative work around the intersections of access and supporting growers. In 2020, we piloted a small local produce delivery program to 50 families, delivering fresh produce from local farms directly to the doors of families with low access in our community. In 2021, we were able to grow that program exponentially to serve 236 families in our community. Utilizing the food bank's pop-up refrigerated truck, we were able to pick up produce from 4 area farms: Crown Point Ecology Center, Front 9 Farm, Baker's Fresh Produce and Honey, and Let's Grow Akron, and have the produce delivered the same day to participating homes via DoorDash. We are so grateful to our farm partners for growing such beautiful produce for our community members, as well as Produce Perks Midwest, who purchased the produce, United Way of Summit and Medina County, who provided funds for coordination, supplies, and transportation, and of course to DoorDash, whose services have allowed for an effective elimination of transportation barriers to nutritious foods for participating families. Additionally, we have embarked on a similar program in collaboration with the national organization, Partnership for a Healthier America, to serve 480 families in Summit and Stark counties. Additionally, we were able to provide funding to 11 community gardens through our Neighbor Food program to support their efforts at community garden building, whether it was expansion via adding new beds, adding fencing, adding access to water. This is an ongoing program that we do every year, and we're so proud to be able to continue that, especially given the flash in interest in community garden since COVID-19 began. As we put together our plans for 2022, we are excited to engage with individuals and organizations and with a strong desire to see food systems change to better serve our community members, no matter how they identify their place in the food chain, from workers to eaters to entrepreneurs. We look forward to working with all of you to push forward access within our community. Now for the reason we come together this evening. The Liam Murray Local Food Hero Award honors an organization or individual that makes an impact on our local food system. The local ecosystem of farms, food businesses, community members, workers, and eaters that make up our food system. We do this not only to honor that organization or individual, but as a tribute to the award's namesake, Liam Murray. Liam was an incredible human who had a passion for serving his community. His passions manifested both in bicycling as well as the local and sustainable agriculture community. Liam was an enthusiast when it came to planting pawpaw trees, for example, for pressing cider with families in the community, for composting, for growing things, and for showing up. Our local Food Hero Committee looks for these traits when selecting an awardee, and this year's Liam Murray Local Food Hero exemplifies showing up. Summit County Council member Veronica Sims has been engaged with food systems work for well over 20 years. But during the past decade, Veronica's engagement helped shape Summit Food Coalition. She helped us organize our Growing Hope Food Summits in 2011 and 2012, and has also actually served as a co-chair of the Advisory Committee for Summit Food Coalition. Veronica is a ceaseless champion and advocate for nutritious local food being accessible to everyone in our community. She is especially passionate about ensuring our communities that were intentionally disinvested in due to unjust policies such as redlining gain access to food and entrepreneurial opportunities that have historically been denied to them. Veronica has the incredible ability to meet everyone where they are when discussing these issues, whether they've never seen a carrot grow or they eat produce at every meal. Her intentional and genuine connection to community members is inspiring. Veronica works tirelessly to raise the issue of food access and the opportunities available when investing in the food system in every room she enters. The connections she has made over the past decade have allowed our network to grow and be more inclusive of a broader swath of our community, and to develop deep roots in neighborhoods across the city of Akron. I am personally inspired by Veronica's work, and every time I see her, I think of the word intentionality. She inspires me every day to be intentional with this work, and I am thrilled to have the opportunity to celebrate her work in advocacy for a just, sustainable, and vibrant local food system.
I stand here this evening both delighted and humbled to be receiving the 2021 Liam Murray Local Food Hero Award. Liam was quite a humble man who sought to make the world a better place through his gentle touches upon the soil of the earth that somehow managed to touch the very soils of our hearts. Although he was intentional about his efforts to limit his carbon footprint in the interest of our health and the wellness of our environment and the consumers thereof, there is still no question he left a large footprint on the local food systems and local food in Akron Summit community that will be forever difficult to fill. So I say tonight, thank you, Beth Noor. Thank you, co-chairs Jacqueline Kowalski and Nick Simonetti, and to the nominating and selection committee of Summit Food Coalition for presenting me with such a tremendous honor. As was mentioned, my name is Veronica Sims, and I am the proud District 5 representative on Summit County Council and a longtime supporter of community gardening, urban agriculture, food access, and food justice. To say I'm excited about standing here on a Thursday evening talking about food, good food, and the grand potential it presents as a healing agent, economic driver, entrepreneurial gold mine, and a life-giving force to underserved communities to aid in the improvement of health outcomes would be a complete understatement. Truth be told, I'm ecstatic. I love community and urban-driven agriculture, and I know its potential to open pathways to access to good, healthful food that far too many communities don't have the luxury of. We call those food deserts. I believe good, healthful food is an extraordinary tool for impacting our community in the most positive of ways. I believe if we change the way we eat, we can change the way we think. If we change the way we think, we can change the way we feel. If we change the way we feel, we can change the way we show up in our beloved communities. If we change the way we show up in our beloved communities, we can become powerful instruments in how our communities both progress and prosper. My work with local food began with Community Action Akron Summit some 20 plus years ago, with providing seeds and startup plantings for neighborhood and backyard gardens for low-income and poor residents. It has since blossomed into so much more. In the last decades, I've been able to partner with some amazing people that share my passion and concern for food justice, eco-friendly agriculture, local farmers, and of course, the distance our food travels from farm to plate. As most of you probably know, the trek from farm to plate is on average 1,200 to 1,500 miles. Together, these partners, we have been able to do some wonderful work and have primed the pump to do so much more. From providing refrigeration to local corner stores that enabled the carrying of fresh fruits and vegetables in neighborhoods known as food deserts. One of those communities was the very neighborhood I grew up and today proudly represent. You all probably know it as the Phoenix Rising community of Summit Lake. Thanks to the strong advocacy of our coalition, neighbors, local growers, and tenacious councilwomen, Margot Somerville, a green grocery was added to the neighborhood in 2014. We have held a host of events to educate on the issues of food and their systems in our midst. For 2 years, we had an impactful Growing Hope Food Summit, drawing people from numerous cultures, age groups, races, and incomes. These efforts help to illuminate the myriad of challenging conditions within the larger food system, but also in our local one. I'm talking the good, the not as good, and the not so pretty. This extraordinary effort led to the creation of the first ever Summit County Food Charter that prophesied a vision that Summit County is the home to an economically vibrant local and regional food industry, and all residents are able to obtain and prepare nutritious foods. But we are not there yet. There is still much justice work needing to be brought to bear before we arrive at this incredible place. Ensuring greater access and opportunity to not only consume good, healthful food, but also to participate fully in the economic benefits of food producing and value-added industry is part of the work of food justice. I am so pleased to be a part of a coalition that not only understands the real challenges imposed by an unjust food system, but one that also diligently works to make changes to push the system to become more just, accessible, and equitable. Food justice is not a new idea, I might add, but one that does not receive the illumination it is so deserving of. The COVID-19 pandemic we are currently in the throes of certainly did a lot to further highlight the various shortcomings of our current food systems. And those shortcomings came in different forms. But some of the way, unfortunately, have been around a long time. For example, the long-standing tragic practice in Black, Brown, and low-income communities, where the dominant food system touts cheap, empty calorie, and as my friend and food champion Beth Noor often says, ubiquitous fast food hubs, are well entrenched, leaving these communities widely unhealthy and undernourished. Further, the proverbial curtain was thrown back on the critical issues of food insecurity nationally. It is heartbreaking. For African Americans, the rate is nearly double that of white households, and for Latinos, it is believed that 1 in 5 are food insecure. These are just a few of the reasons why the work of food justice is so important to the coalition. When it comes to access to good food and the systems that support them, the feelings for me run so deep. I can go on and on about it, but I will refrain in the interest of time. I will, however, just reiterate that I know the power of food beyond merely its consumption, and it's mind-boggling. It is indeed fuel for real economic development, a tool for more environmentally responsible stewardship, and a powerful instrument for changing crucial health outcomes in underserved neighborhoods throughout Akron, Summit County, and throughout our nation. Again, I could never say thank you enough to the folks and organizations that helped me grow in this area over the past decade or more. Early on, I think of the late Elaine Evans of Let's Grow Akron and her predecessor, Lisa Nunn. Sue Lacey and Katie Fry, who first exposed me to the Summit Food Policy Coalition, and Nino Judah, a neighborhood corner store owner that wholeheartedly supported our work, and the countless community and urban gardeners that showed me the love and power of producing one's own food, like Trina Owens, Grace Hudson, Sandra Salisbury, Jeffrey Bonatti, Miss Julie Castile, Joe Tucker, and of course, Quentin Sims are some of those amazing people that come to mind. As time has moved on, our champions and partners have continued to grow. And I would be highly remiss if I didn't mention one such partner, my state representative, Leader Amelia Sykes, who has secured over $500,000 to pilot creative approaches like food pharmacies, FARMACY, aimed at addressing health disparities and food insecurities for some of the most vulnerable populations in Summit County. The vision of using food as medicine has been a dream of the Summit Food Coalition for many years, and we are so thankful that Leader Sykes is making it a reality. We are forever grateful. As I draw my remarks to a close, I do want to simply say, an accessible and just food system matters. Food, good food, I submit, is not something that's simply a necessity. It should be a human right. Together, I believe, we can grow stronger and healthier communities. Thank you.
There you go. Congratulations, Veronica.
Thank you. This is beautiful.
I'd like to introduce a special guest this evening, House Minority Leader Amelia Sykes.
Greetings. I'm Ohio House Minority Leader Amelia Sykes, representing the birthplace of champions, Ohio House District 34. I would like to offer my sincere congratulations to my friend and colleague, Summit County Councilwoman Veronica Sims, for being awarded the 2021 Liam Murray Local Food Hero Award from the Summit Food Coalition. I would like to present a congratulatory commendation on behalf of the Ohio House of Representatives to commend her for all that she has done and all of the hard work that she has provided for our community. She is a true champion for food system equity and has used her platform for advocacy and justice work to benefit our local community. Just like Councilwoman Sims, promoting food security for the community has been a goal near and dear to my heart. Providing healthy and fresh produce, eliminating food deserts, and supplying nutritious foods to marginalized communities is key to ensuring that our community remains healthy. For example, the $1 million secured to create the Food Pharmacy Pilot Project to provide food insecure patients with comprehensive nutritional care in our home of Summit County. With the help of the Akron-Canton Regional Food Bank and local hospital systems, this pilot project will help support the work of champions like Councilwoman Veronica Sims. I am truly and incredibly proud of Councilwoman Sims and her efforts in uplifting our community's food system. She is truly a local food hero and champion, and I'm eager to see the fruits of her labor as she continues the good work. Congratulations.
Thank you all for joining us this evening. I hope you've enjoyed the food and celebrated the work of Councilmember Sims. Please visit our website and consider becoming a member to help us shape the future of our local food system. Good night.